right. So generally what happens is during the festive season, especially during the time of Diwali, because it's not just Diwali, it's like there are wide varieties of festivals which are celebrated across the country, right. In different regions you will have like for example Chhat Puja, Navratri, so everything comes together. And this season is where people, compared to the first half of the year where it's generally Shankranti or Pongal, it's the second half of the year is when usually the money is more in circulation with people, and people getting bonus hikes and everything. And second, and multiple arrays of festivals across the months. So generally what happens is there used to be a fluctuation which is purely a demand based fluctuation on the rate that keeps happening. Like what you have pointed out, that this year it's not a demand based price increase, it's more purely a world power play which is happening across the globe, which is lead to this increase in the rate, right. And with this increase in gold rate, what we are seeing, first observation that you are making is there has been a 15 to 20% fall in the customer footfall overall across, right. And while there are bigger guns in the market claiming that the demand is surging and everything, but eventually what is happening is the basket, right. Like for example, when someone was buying a 20 grams of gold, now they are coming, but the AOV, an average order value, has dropped. If you see last year's stat, from 2023 to 2024, if you see the silver price, it has gone up by 56%. While you see 2024 to 2025, the same metal has gone up by 110%, rough about 100% growth, right. While gold has given probably around some 50% of the growth, silver grew by 100%. Like for example, in January the rate were around 100 rupees per gram, and now yesterday the rate was 206, which was the highest ever the metal was making. Demand for silver, because unlike gold, right, where gold is used primarily for market deciding factor or more a currency trading metal, silver on the other hand has been more like a copper aluminium, where there's a lot of industrial demand that comes in, right. And with this attractive growth that the metal is giving from an investment point of view, the consumer demand has also kicked in at this point. Now people have realized that okay, this metal is also going to go up. People have started flocking in to buy silver across the country, and so eventually what has happened is the demand has gone up. Fortunately, what has happened is in this area wherever we are in Valasaravakam, we have so many other retailers also, where at this point if you walk in you don't find silver with them, but we have enough stock. So we oversaw like what is going to happen, because with eventually with the Dhanteras and Diwali coming in, the silver and gold, we as it is, we used to stock up. Absolutely. Unlike gold jewelry where you can just put 4-5 jewelry into one box, you can put it in a locker. With silver that doesn't happen that way. So what is happening is eventually people are moving towards buying coins and bars in silver. So that's what is happening. And second thing, one more thing I just wanted to point out is now, because the gold, the affording a jewelry is getting little difficult in gold, what people have also started doing is they've started buying silver jewelry, primarily gold plated silver jewelry, for that heavy festive and wedding purposes. So that is also increased right now. So the footfall for both for coins and bars for the investment point of view is also increased, and also gold plated silver jewelry is also now getting into the demand for that is also increasing with so that people can buy more in that and they can keep it for themselves. Yeah, because now what is happening is openly when a customer walks in, right? So they ask, because now the awareness, what we also see is the awareness towards the lower carat has increased a lot among consumer, primarily because of the globalization. If you go to a US or a UK kind of a market, you would be finding 9 carat, 10 carat there way back, like 10 years back. And now with all these brands also coming into the Indian market, and eventually the bigger retailers here also, so the awareness of like 9 carat, 10 carat, 14 carat have increased a lot, right? So when what we are also seeing is, with this increase in rate, people, when the customer walks in, so they keep inquiring about it, like what is so special about it, why is suddenly there is a talk about a 9 carat, how can we invest, is that really good for investment point of view? So this all keeps us thinking. And when we show products, like when we, the traditional 22 carat or 916 what we call, so when we show products in that, so they keep asking for, can we have something made in a lower weight, how can we design? So eventually all these data points are helping us to launch new designs at a lighter weight. Well, when we had a 10 lakh, we were able to buy 100 gram of bullion and we used to make jewelry out of it. Now with 10 lakhs, that has gone down to 80 grams. So now we have to look at how can we also innovate, and we can launch more lighter collections for the customer. And I think, yeah, both the demand and the supply is more or less going very coherent, and it's going towards that lightweight jewelry. Definitely yes. So if you look at a longer term, and that's what we tell, like when even consumers reach out to us, they ask like, is it a right time to invest, is it going to go up, and all these questions keep coming back to us. And if you look at a longer horizon, definitely this is going to happen. Like it's going to cross 250, it's going to touch 300, it will go to 400, and probably in 10 years it will go to even we might not be surprised that it reaches 500 rupees per gram also. Eventually this is going to happen. Right after Diwali, if you ask us, we are also in a complete blind spot whether it is going to go down or no, because a lot of people tell that this is just a festive pent up that is happening, but absolutely no. This time it is not that. It is more of central banks buying more and more gold, silvers, every country accumulating more and more of these metal, because a lot of people, I also keep seeing videos that they show the candlestick, how it is moving up and down, and there's going to be eventually a fall or something of that sort. But definitely there will be an up and down. There will be corrections. There will be 20%, 30% of corrections might come into the market. But if you look at a long term, it is definitely going to go up. But eventually at a longer, in terms of a longer term holding of 5 to 10 years, eventually it's going to give a very big returns to all the investors.